to hate it or love it. I am your host for today, Jeremiah the Rebelist. So today I'm going to be reviewing The Black Phone. So The Black Phone is a Blumhouse horror film slash thriller. It stars Ethan Hawke. He plays the villain. He plays what you call the grabber. He kidnaps kids and he traps them in his basement for a few days and he ends up murdering them afterwards. So in this particular story, he ends up kidnapping this kid, and while he's leaving him trapped in his basement, the kid gets help from the grabber's previous victims. They come as ghosts, and they come and help out this kid so he can escape. So when I heard about this movie, when I saw the trailers to this movie, I was like, I haven't been too excited for a lot of horror movies these days because for me, I didn't feel like they were original enough. I mean, the last horror movie I saw was Scream, and that was actually a pretty good movie. And that was actually a good movie. But all the other ones, like these new horror films, I wasn't really into it. But when I heard a lot of good reviews on this and that this movie was really great, really good thriller, I was like, let me go check it out. So when I checked it out, I gotta say, the movie was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. I liked the fact that it felt like a Sixth Sense, and at the same time, it felt like Misery, in a way. So, you got this kid, he's trying to figure out how to get out of this place, you know what I'm saying? Because this murderer with this demon mask that always, interchanges, is always torturing and bothering him. And, he gets these calls from the previous victim beyond the grave, and they're trying to save him. They're trying to help him out, get out of this mess. And they're giving them clues and everything on how to do it and everything like that. So it's pretty interesting, especially his sister. I did really like his sister in this film. His sister was really cool. She gets dreams about the previous victims and dreams about her brother. And the cops are kind of using her as a witness to help them, try to find her brother and try to find who's this murderer and everything. So that was a cool Sixth Sense type of, feel to that. And the grabber, he felt the lady from Misery. He just obsessed with these kids and you don't know why. And you think he's going to let him go, but then we don't know if he's going to. And all this stuff. And it was a real good thriller. But some of the downsides, I gotta say, some of the downsides of the movie is when the movie starts, it kind of drags a little bit when it first starts, but then when it gets into when he kidnaps the kid and he's trying to figure out how to get out, that's when it starts to build up, and that's where it starts to get really good. And I like the fact that each goes to help the kid try to escape. It gives him it's almost it's these clues that he's trying, and you're trying to figure out how he's gonna escape with the help. It's are they really helping? But at the end, it kind of makes it all come together, and it is really good like that. It's really cool and everything like that. Another thing I did not like about the film is there was a situation, there was a character, there was a situation that I find that was not believable. It kind of took me out of the film because I was like, this is really bullshit. This is not believable whatsoever. In the reality sense, I don't believe that this would happen. And it kind of threw me out of the film a little bit. But at the end and everything else, when it all gathers up, it really ended up really good. It ended up really good. I really enjoyed it. They had the jump scares. There's a lot of jump scares in there. They were good jump scares. But the movie itself, I didn't feel like it was scary. I felt like it was more thrilling. So I feel like this movie is more of a supernatural thriller than our actual horror film. But what do I rate this film? Is it a love? Is it a hate? Or is it something in between? Well, I gotta give it a swag. I give it a swag because, like I said, there were these two elements in the movie that kind of threw me out of the film. But other than that, the film itself was actually really good. I am actually glad I went to see this film because it was actually pretty good. The movie was good. It was solid, had a good solid ending. The payout, the payout ended up really well. It's just those two elements that kind of threw me off. If they would have found the way to cut these elements out of the film, I think the movie would have been 100 times better. But like I said, the movie was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I advise you to go see it. It was actually a good thriller. I had a good time watching it. So go check it out. All right, so like, subscribe. Let me know what you thought about the black phone. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Or was something in between? Well, I will see you when I see you. Peace.